There's an identity crisis adrift. Trumpsters live in an imaginary time zone. The 50s are gone and babies don't boom. Babe Ruth is now Abdul, and TSA's at the ballpark. There's a knock at the door as we sleep in the midnight of political control. Patriots are ignored and smeared. Political correctness is dictated by Jewish autocrats. Political blackmail is committed on Capitol Hill, and Jews legislate from the bench. Democracy is awarded to the highest bidder, and you're nothing. You're not even a number. You're a digit. It's a knock at midnight that scares you out of your sleep. Who's there, you cry? No reply. You ask again, but you won't get up. There's no justice in this world, you say, and go back to bed. Sleep on, dreamer, sleep on. The FEMA camps are stocked with widescreen TVs, and Dunkin' Donuts has the concession stands. You can die in your sleep and in your sins and not hear a thing.
From the Constitution of the United States of America, 1789. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed.
I got the rifle on my back that my father used to own, and he carried it before me 'cause a man defends his home. Yes, he often hunted deer and for larger game indeed. In addition to his sporting, he would tell me of this creed. This gun is good for many things, now learn to use it well. The founding fathers wrote your rights in stone. One day should our noble country ever go to hell, just remember, son, that tyrants are still made of flesh and bone. Just remember they are made of flesh and bone.
Now this boy became a man, and this man became aware of the enemies that threaten all his rights to keep and bear. You can call them what you want, for they go by many names. It don't matter what you call them, 'cause I'll tell them all the same.
My gun is good for many things, I've learned to use it well. My founding fathers wrote my rights in stone. Oh, I've seen the way a bastard shot my country all to hell. Just remember that your parasites are made of flesh and bone. Just remember that you're made of flesh and bone. There's 100 million patriots and 300 million guns. I would like to see a coward try and take them one by one. There's that phrase that's etched upon the heart of men across the land. You will only take our rights away from all our cold dead hands. Our guns are good for many things, we've learned to use them well. Our founding fathers wrote our rights in stone. Oh, we've seen our noble country take a nosedive into hell. Oh, we outnumber you, you parasites, so best leave us alone. Oh, you tyrants are still made of flesh and bone. Oh, our guns are good for many things, we've learned to use them well. Our founding fathers wrote our rights in stone. Oh, the only way to heaven is the rocky road to hell. I just wonder how you tremble as you've seen our numbers grow. Oh, remember you're still made of flesh and bone. Come and take it, I dare you.
Maybe in absolute terms, not that huge in numbers, a few hundred people, but a very significant showing. And then when the march began, it was these animalistic chants, these grunting and very explicit anti-Semitic chants. And they were so enthusiastic, they were so pumped. It was really scary.
Scary. Scary
Yes.
because for your own safety, or scary for what might happen because of the clash of opposing ideologies or views or whatever?
Well, scary that they had so many adherents willing to show up and show their face, first of all.
America's a really scary place, man. It's a dead and a fractured land. Yeah, the whole damn place is a disgrace, man. All the good guys getting banned. All the trash is coming out the woodwork, defending oligarchical crime. And I won't be amazed if they throw us all in chains, said the scum from the New York Times. Oh, every kid to media is yelling, tremble, you're the devil. All the fake news is shaking in their shoes, wringing their hands. I gotta say, man, that every pedo politician's cowering in his prime. And I won't be amazed if they throw us all in chains, said the scum from the New York Times. One even in an itty-bitty soy boy working for Vice magazine ended up in the clink as a boy toy after fleeing a car crash scene. He was begging Tyrone, don't hurt me, I'm an ally, don't you see? Now I bet he'll think twice before he bashes up the right, but I ain't got no sympathy. Fuck 'em, every kid to media is yelling, tremble, you're the devil. All the fake news is shaking in the shoes, wringing their hands. I gotta say, man, that every pedo politician's cowering in his prime. And I won't be amazed if they throw us all in chains, said the scum from the New York Times. Now you can't say that my words are treason, 'cause my lands belong to me. And to every era there's a season, and we're making history. All you bastards better get to running, 'cause you'll be swinging from every tree. And it ain't even me that you're gonna have to flee, it's Generation Z. Get 'em! Every kid to media is yelling, tremble, you're the devil. All the fake news is shaking in the shoes, wringing their hands. I gotta say, man, that every pedo politician's cowering in his prime. And I won't be amazed if they throw us all in chains, said the scum from the New York Times. Oh, every kid to media is yelling, tremble, you're the devil. All the fake news is shaking in their shoes, wringing their hands. I gotta say, man, that every pedo politician's cowering in his prime. And I won't be amazed if they throw us all in chains, said the scum from the New York Times.
Because America is now one big gay disco. And we know that because that's what the New York Times said. So basically, if you're an American, you're called to die for the gay disco. And you're called to fight the people who don't like the gay disco, which is basically the Muslims.
Right. So if somebody joins the Air Force or the military,
you're fighting for the gay disco.
yeah,
Because that's what defines us.
as a mercenary.
As a mercenary for the gay disco.
Fix bayonets, up and over. Blouse your boots and clean your rifle. Blouse your boots and clean your rifle. Blouse your boots and clean your rifle. Marching in the morning. Way hey and up and over. Way hey and up and over. Way hey and up and over. Come the break of morning. What do we do when the mag is empty? What do we do when the mag is empty? What do we do when the mag is empty? Fix our bayonets, boys. Way hey and up and over. Way hey and up and over. Way aqua recharge the other morning. Way, hey, and up and over, way, hey, and up and over, way, hey, and up and over, come the break of morning. Write a letter to me wife and daughter, write a letter to me wife and daughter, write a letter to me wife and daughter, if I fall this morning. Way, hey, and up and over, way, hey, and up and over, way, hey, and up and over, come the break of morning. Blouse my boots and I clean my rifle, blouse my boots and I clean my rifle, blouse my boots and I clean my rifle, and it's nearly morning. Way, hey, and up and over, way, hey, and up and over, way, hey, and up and over, come the break of morning.
I don't want her associating with colored people, period.
Well, I'm very definitely against mixed marriages, and that's eventually what it's going to come to. If children are raised together, they're not going to think of anything of marrying together.
Well, I just could not live beside them. I don't feel that they should be oppressed. But I moved here, one of the main reasons was because it was a white community. And that's the only place I intend to live. If I have to leave Levittown, I will do so.
Once upon a time, in days long dead, when you were young and so easily led, the smell of the schoolyard, the bombs in your blood, where mom and dad left off and the networks picked up. White death and black eyes and gray in the veins, but ain't life and death all the same? And all that you say and all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. And all that you say and in all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. They're lining their pockets while lining our streets with boarded up dead zones that howl out retreat. And gone are the days and rare are the times, yeah, even the ghosts have all left us behind. White death and black eyes and gray in the veins, but ain't life and death all the same? And all that you say and all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. And all that you say and in all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. Now dear Anastasia and old Uncle Sam eloped and were exiled from Disneyland. Well, the money, it was made, and the good times were had. The good Lord for good deals, bad stock and cheap brands. White death and black eyes and gray in the veins, but ain't life and death all the same? And all that you say and all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. And all that you say and in all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. Now it won't be long, the time isn't far, when one day our children become what they are. They'll shun the schoolyard, remember their blood, white death and black eyes and gray in the veins, but ain't life and death all the same? In all that you say, in all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you. In all that you say and in all that you do, never forget what they've taken from you.
Robert Cobb Kennedy was a Confederate soldier who was hanged in the winter of 1865. As he stood upon the gallows high, he said these words: "Trust to luck, stare fate in the face, for your heart will be easy if it's in the right place."
Rising early in the mist of a winter's morning drear, a son of Louisiana flair and Cypress faced his fear. He had fought for dear old Dixie land and the good Lord's royalty, and brave Robert Cobb marched to his death for the crime of loyalty. His spirit stalwart in his cell where the stale air cruelly hanged, with a stiff buttoning of a cavalier sneering through the window pane. And the devil could only taunt the bars while ghosts howled joyfully, and brave Robert Cobb marched to his death for the crime of loyalty. Oh, up came bold General Beale, his counsel to accord. With a beauteous gaze by God's own grace, the general took his hand, receiving a lock of young Robert's hair. In this his grip did say, and brave Robert Cobb marched to his death for the crime of loyalty. Oh, in his cell the hangman came, his black intent conveyed, saying, "Kennedy, I am ready now for death at the break of day. Now bind my arms, you bastard Yanks, my soul goes graciously." And brave Robert Cobb marched to his death for the crime of loyalty. Oh, as he marched with head held high to the gallows' dismal stage, the chaplain's hands washed o'er his face to cast the sweat away. And poor old General Beale looked on, the crowd then giving way, and brave Robert Cobb marched to his death for the crime of loyalty. Oh, trust to luck, trust all to luck, stare death square in the face, and sure your heart will be easy if it remains in the right place. And this he shouted to heaven high as his bones dropped to the clay, and brave Robert Cobb marched to his death for the crime of loyalty.
Wish in vain. I wish that I was a maid again, but a maid
Americans know that Israel and the United States share common values, that we defend common interests, that we face common enemies. Iran's leaders know that too. You know, for them, you're the great Satan, we're the little Satan. For them, we are you and you are us. And you know something, Mr. President? At least on this last point, I think they're right. We are you and you are us. We're together.
Go march on, Christian soldiers, go march on. We need you for our fight in Vietnam. The fighting there is thick and more bodies do the trick. So pack your things and leave at break of day. Go march on, Christian soldiers, go march on. We need you for the campaign in Iran. The world cannot be free unless it's got democracy. Get some sleep, then it's bombs away.
We're not prostitutes or puppets. We're not whores. We didn't join the fight in your Jewish wars. The heaviest weight that we carry are the friends that we have buried. So give it up, cause we ain't fighting anymore. We're not pawns, we're not playthings in your schemes. We're honest men, proud we are to be. So fuck your bloody plans. I'm not a monster, I'm a man. Go find someone else to dirty up their hands.
Set them free, Christian soldiers, set them free. We need you at the beach in Normandy. 400,000 men, they will hardly be the end. Gladly send 400,000 more.
Please come home, Christian soldiers, please come home. Your wife and children hate to be alone. They want you back once more, not that knock upon the door. So get out, go and join us while you may. This valley they say you are going. We will miss your bright eyes and sweet smile, for they say you are taking the sunshine that has brightened our pathway a while. Come and sit by my side if you love me. But remember going away. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember that Red River Valley and the boy who had loved you so true. Do you think of the valley you're leaving? Oh, how lonely and dreary it will be. And do you think of the kind hearts you're taking and the people who are causing to me? Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the boy who had loved you so true. They will bury me where you have wandered, near the hills where the daffodils grow. And when you've gone from the Red River Valley, for I can't live without you, you know. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu, but remember the Red River Valley and the boy who had loved you so true.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We will build that wall. We shall build it tall. We will build that wall
we will rule our sails. We will rule our sails. We will rule ourselves someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we will rule ourselves someday. We won't be replaced. We won't be replaced. We won't be replaced someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we won't be replaced someday. We will stand as one. We will stand as one. We will stand as one today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we will stand as one today.
Now they've echoed our misfortune, and rightly fortune favours bold. But in this case, an exception, for our fortunes have been doled. They've been sold, squandered, splurged, and spent. So let's cut right to the chaff. As we notice, little Satan signaled to his greater half. And now the youth possess the truth. Oh, but will they ever dare to deliver truth and follow suit? From our misfortune's grip be spared.